Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. And we got some training camp updates for you. Mitchell Robinson shooting jump shot. Damian Dotson. Fizdale said they focused a lot on defense. So we're going to go ahead and get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's rock right now.
That's the G.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me today. I'm not going to be on too long. I'll be on for about, half an hour, 45 minutes or something like that. But what we're going to do is we're just going to give you a quick update on the first day of training camp. And I'm sure there's going to be some more information that comes out later on this evening. And if that does happen, I'll put together some sort of video to update you then as well. And you'll be able to check out everything that I'm going to show on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on the Knicks YouTube channel, all of that good stuff. All right? But if you want to stay updated with live information, subscribe to the channel right now. Ring that notification bell. You'll be notified anytime I go live, drop a video, or post on my community section. And if you're following me on Sportscaster, if you're watching on Sportscaster, make sure you follow me on Sportscaster so you can stay updated with everything that's going on. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the New York Knicks and things going on in New York Knicks land, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that I want to talk about is Damian Dotson. News came out about 2 a.m. that Damian Dotson is going to be out for the entire preseason. And I don't think that's a good look for Damian Dotson. There's already a glut. We know there's a glut at the shooting guard spot with RJ Barrett, Wayne Ellington, Alonzo Trier. Of course, Damian Dotson was included in that shooting guard glut. Reggie Bullock was included in that shooting guard glut. Reggie Bullock, he's going to be reevaluated in November. He had a spinal fusion operation during the offseason. So he'll be reevaluated in November. Most likely won't return until January, sometime around then. Damian Dotson, he's already got to compete with the three guys that I mentioned earlier, RJ Barrett, Alonzo Trier, and Wayne Ellington. And now he's going to be out for the entire preseason. So when he comes back, he's going to have to get into shape, right? Basketball shape. And then he's got to find a way to crack the rotation. We'll see how it all plays out. I definitely wanted Damian Dotson to be, I want to see his development. I want to see him in the rotation. I'm going to the game October the 7th. I wanted to get a chance to see Damian Dotson October the 7th versus the Washington Wizards, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we'll stay updated and we'll let you know what's going on with Damian Dotson as updates come along. All right. Also, David Fizdale, he gave a rundown on the way training camp went, the first day of training camp went. We're going to take a listen to David Fizdale. It's about an 8-minute interview. We'll listen to that. And let's go. Let's take a listen to David Fizdale right now. And then we'll break down and we'll talk about what he said during his interview. This is David Fizdale, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to get it started right about now. Let's go.
Very competitive practice. We spent most of the practice on defense, just hammering home our concepts, and I feel like the guys are a pretty smart group. They pick up stuff fast.
How was the energy?
Fantastic.
Have you done anything different with your defensive schemes from last season? Or is it...
Yeah, we have.
Why did you decide to?
Well, we experimented a lot last year. We looked at a lot of different stuff and what fits best for our team, and we feel like what we're doing now is really the best package for them.
Are you intending to do anything different this camp than you did last year?
Yeah, I made some tweaks, but overall, every team in camp has to get in the meat and potatoes of their system. And so how you go about doing that, it's pretty commonplace.
Last year you were saying just with Frank, you're just going to see what he shows you and what he tells you what he is. What did he show you last year?
Well, he kept coming back. The only frustrating part about last year was the injuries. You know, roughly missed almost 40 games last year because of injury. And so that was always, you know, tough to juggle and working him back in and getting his confidence back and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm really happy with the way he's came in and you know, he had a great summer and today he had a real competitive practice.
What does that do for you, especially for
It's huge. It's huge. When you talk about player development, nothing develops a guy better than, you know, somebody kicking their butt every day. And so having Mook here is really a real blessing for us, and his attitude, you know, hopefully the rest of the team can personify that.
How about with RJ having no veterans around him as he, you know, learns his way?
Yeah, I think that was the good part about the summer and the people that we signed. You know, we signed some real tough pros, guys that's played in playoff games, guys that's been through this league and the ups and downs of it, and you know, to have those kind of guys around here for all of these young guys, I think is a really good thing.
What about Julius Randle? You talked about defense and stuff. Is that the knock on Randle defensively? Hasn't been?
I mean, I've heard it before, but you know, I'm not here to take what other people have judged guys on. I got to coach him to be his best, and that's all I care about is just making all of these guys the best defensive players that they can be.
I remember last year, Kevin, I think the first training camp was like a welcome to the NBA moment for him. How was it for RJ? Sorry, I'm getting names confused.
I don't think he had his welcome today.
Okay.
I mean, it was competitive today. You can ask Iggy about it, but Iggy had a good welcoming today.
you talk about your length and wingspan of your lineups. I mean, you've got a lot of bigs. I mean, how big can your lineups get this year? How much are you?
I mean, when you start talking about, you know, Kevin Knox and Marcus Morris at the small forward, right there, that makes you pretty big. So, you know, you can just see the pecking order down the line. You know, I can put a lot of different guys on the floor, but, you know, I can play Bobby and Mitchell together with Marcus Morris. That's a really big lineup. And RJ Barrett is no small guy at the 2 or 3 either. So, you know, and you look at Frank and Elford are big guards. Dennis may not be as big as them, but he can touch higher on the backboard than the rest of them. So, you know, I really like the fact that we have that size and length, and now it's just making sure that we use it appropriately.
How about Kevin?
Years ago, we were on ESPN. We got a big shot. We're talking to Julius Randle going 5. Can we see that this year with Julius?
Absolutely, yeah. And I don't, you know how I am with those numbers. You guys like to put numbers on these guys. I just like to put them out there. And, you know, now this year I feel like we got so much versatility. I can mix in a lot of different lineups, you know. But if you want to say position-wise, he's a 5, I can put him out there with Marcus Morris at the 4 and put a lot of pressure on the defense that way.
How about Kevin?
You talked a lot about leadership yesterday.
He was very vocal today. He does a lot by example. The way he works, the way he goes about getting in early, staying late, coming back in at night. You know, and just even in our conditioning tests, you know, he ran extra next to Mitchell to help pull him through. And he's not talking, he's just doing. And I also think Marcus Morris will be a big leader on our team as well.
When you look at Mitchell, what do you see right now?
He's more disciplined. Multiple times, guys tried to get him up in the air, and he really did a great job of staying down on shot fakes and keeping his hands out on cheap fouls. You know, he's really coming into his own and understanding how he can really be effective in the league, because this is now his second lap, and I think he's more comfortable with what he's facing. His strength in his post defense is much better. You know, early on last year, the bigger guys would give him problems because they just back him down. But he's a lot tougher to back down now.
What's a realistic ceiling for him this year, you think?
Say that again?
What's a realistic ceiling for him this year?
I don't know. I don't like making those predictions. You know, he's an athlete like that, you don't know what he can do, what he can turn into. You know, he's gonna tell me all of that stuff.
Kevin, have you seen his development with his body and what that is going to translate?
Yeah, I mean, you can see he's really put on some muscle. I think that's just going to help him, especially when it comes to guarding guys around the rim and finishing in the paint. I think he'll be able to absorb more contact, but he really took pride in getting himself bigger and stronger.
Where do you think that change came from him? He was still making a lot of those mistakes last year, fouls and jumping.
Mitchell?
Things. Yeah, where do you think it's film work?
Yeah, I mean, it's just film. We put in just a ton of time and talking about it. We held him accountable in practice. DeAndre Jordan was a huge part of that in helping him understand being disciplined and using his voice. And so, all of those factors, I think, by the end of the year, you saw he wasn't getting in foul trouble as much. And so, he's now coming into this year a little more experienced, and I think things have slowed down for him a little bit.
From a coaching standpoint, have you changed anything this year?
Oh, we changed a lot. Yeah, we changed a whole lot. And, now I feel like we got a team that can retain information and execute what you're trying to do a little bit better. I feel like, again, the versatility that we have, I want to do things that utilizes that versatility to maximize it as much as possible.
You talked about the defensive changes, maybe. What about pressing, like full court?
Yeah, we did one-on-one full court today. Everybody. The bigs, the wings, and the guards had to defend each other one-on-one full court live. And just to get them to understand we have to play defense like that if we want to have a chance to win games.
Dennis has talked about his shot changing a little bit over the summer. How has it looked in the scrimmage settings, before this? And I don't know if you saw it all today. How has it looked in those competitive settings?
It's a lot better. It's a lot better. It's a lot less movement. It's more efficient. He put in a lot of time on the fundamentals this summer. But it's a process. And, he'll have days where it's not as great. But I think consistently now he's got a shot that has a better chance of going in.
Right. The one-on-one full court, that was the emphasis that you guys are going to be a pressing defensive team.
I don't know if you want to call it pressing, but we're going to pick up. Yeah, we got to, Wayne Ellington declared it this summer that we have to pick up 94 feet. And that goes for everybody. Everybody, if your man's bringing the ball up, you got to get up there and meet him and have a defensive presence on the ball. Some of these guys in the league are so dang fast, you don't want to be up there just trying to pressure them because they'll go by you. But we got to build the habit now if we want to be a top defensive team that we're going to pick you up.
Everybody healthy?
Well, other than the report that they gave you guys before. Yeah. Right. But everybody else, for the most part, they're not feeling perfect, but they're good.
Some of the things that I said that I like that I heard from David Fizdale is that they were going to pick up 94 feet. You know what I'm saying? They were going to play some pressure defense, pick up 94 feet. Not really press the ball, but they were going to pick up full court. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that I was hearing that about, what David Fizdale was saying. I also like that. I like some of the things he was saying about the vets. You know what I'm saying? About the veterans. Yeah. I like what he was saying about the vets actually being not really vocal, but being there and showing guys how to do it. I'm running laps with you. I'm staying late. I am being the guy that is showing and setting the example. You know what I'm saying? And then we're talking about Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson was we're going to talk about Mitchell Robinson working on that jump shot, but he's staying on his feet. You know what I'm saying? Staying on his feet, is not going after every shot and all those type of things. You know what I'm saying? So I like the things that I heard from from David Fizdale. Definitely gives me some hope for the season and everything that's going on. And and if they can implement these things, you know what I'm saying? They can implement these things. They got to execute it come preseason. You know what I'm saying? Now, I also picked up that David Fizdale said, we have guys this season. We have guys that can actually, basically, he said, we have guys that can retain some things. We have guys that can retain what I'm teaching, guys that can retain it and execute it. You know what I'm saying? Which says, last year he didn't have guys that could execute. He didn't have guys that could retain it. But let me get to my man Roz real quick, all right? Roz, what's going on, brother? Do you think that David Fizdale can execute the things that he's saying?
I feel like he could. I feel like with the swag that he has, I feel like Fizdale's the man for it. I also feel like every player that he kind of got in his team, like you said earlier, he didn't have nothing to work with. He had a promise. He had to go to to KP's neighborhood because he didn't want to come to New York. He was on vacation. So for him, the first year was just trying to like read the symbols, and the symbols were not going towards him. Like the players that he had were not his. You know, it was just a lot of how do you call it? Steve Mills and Phil Jackson's decisions. So, you know, I'm trying to give him a chance. You know, I'm not trying to go hard on Coach. Every loss we got last year, you could tell he was in pain, like just like me. Is the faces, you know, the reactions of every play. So, and I'm glad what he mentioned about Mr. Robinson. Again, you know, I'm all for the Triers, the Mr. Robinson. So I'm confident that sometimes he does get a little sloppy. You understand? Sometimes, you know, but then again, he's very young. He's just turning 23. So it's like it's a learning experience in a sense, like little by little.
Okay. But yeah, training camp updates, ladies and gentlemen. We got some training camp updates for you. Isaiah, what's going on, man? I don't know if you've gotten a chance to hear anything from training camp, but you know, right now David Fizdale is talking defense. You know what I mean? He's talking defense. How you feel about it? What's going on? He's talking defense. David Fizdale, how you feeling about that, man? He's talking defense.
I said it before on the show. Shout out to the chat and everybody. I'm not worried about us scoring, Sim. You know, I'm not really worried about us. We have a lot of people that can put the ball through the hoop collectively. I'm more focused on that. The way for us to get to 40 wins is us playing defense and playing, you know, team ball. So, you know, that should be the main focus of training camp is, to me, be defensive drills and just being a defensive-minded team, because that's how we're going to get to 40 wins. If that's what because I feel like collectively that's what we all want. I mean, of course we want to get to more than 40 wins, but I feel like everybody's goal is to get around 40 wins. That's how we're going to get to 40 wins, is by playing defense and actually, you know, playing the right defense and playing real hard defense, you know. So I feel like that should be our main focus throughout this whole season, is putting defense before anything. Because, like I said, we got Knox, we got Randall, we got Zoe, we got Peyton, we got all these guys that could put the ball through the hoop. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if we score a lot of points, but it's just about us playing defense.
Okay, hey Isaiah, you gotta fix your camera, man, because you know we're just looking at your lips talking, man. Can't see your face. There you go.
So, what I was saying, it's just about. Like I said, I'm not worried about us. I'm not worried about us scoring. I'm more worried about us playing defense. You know what I'm saying? And I think we have I said it before. I think I said it yesterday. I think we got the guys to do it. You know, we got Mitch, we got Frank. I think Randall could be a defender. I think I know Zoe's capable of being a defender. You know, Peyton plays defense. So I'm not really worried about that. Defense needs to be our main focus point throughout this whole season, no matter what, that we got to be a defensive team first and everything else comes second.
Yeah. All right. And I'm going to get to Andy, then I'm going to get to a phone call, then we're going to listen to RJ Barrett. And yes, you are going to be able to hear it. Excuse me, I made a couple of mistakes. You know, this is a time of day that I'm usually not on, so I got to get adjusted. You know what I mean? Just, you know, I had to do some work for some clients earlier on, and then I jumped on. So excuse me for the mistakes, people. Andy?
Yo, what's up, Sam?
Yeah, man. I don't know if you got a chance to listen to Fizz, but
oh, of course I did.
All right. So tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it.
He was talking defense like you said before, but we're gonna see about that. He said also that some guys got banged up. Iggy, RJ had also an interview, but we're gonna get to that, I guess. He said like every time, very correct politically stuff and stuff like that. He also mentioned that they were playing one-on-one full court defense. That was surprising because he said that they mix the guards with the centers even. So that would be an interesting thing to watch, only even for a couple of minutes. Also, I don't know if you saw, I posted in the Facebook group that Mitch was working on his three with Knox, and actually he was hitting them with a higher rate than Kevin. So we're going to see about that.
He's working on them. He's working on them. We'll see if he's going to be able to. You know, we'll see what he'll be able to do. Let me get to a phone call, and then we're gonna listen to RJ Barrett. All right, caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
Hello, my name is Ovino, long time follower.
Hey, appreciate it, man. How you feeling?
Great. I'm calling you from the Dominican Republic. I'm a long-time Knicks fan.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Hey, I got a friend that just went to the Dominican Republic to play. Actually, he just went this Sunday. He's over there getting ready to play in a couple of in a league over there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we have a nice league down here. I don't follow them that much. I do have a friend also that plays for the national team. I follow the national team a lot.
Okay.
And I have a couple of friends actually that play in the national team.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this guy's name is Tracy Nelson. He just went this past weekend. He's about 6'7", 6'8". He'll be playing.
Okay. I know Sadiel Rojas. He plays for the national team. He also plays in Spain. Murcia is in the top league over there. And actually, me and his father went to John F. Kennedy High School in the Bronx together.
Okay. All right.
And I do a little follow-up on him.
All right.
Well, anyway, I'm glad that I finally got through on the phone, and I'm always listening to your program, and I think it's great. For us fans, I really enjoy it.
I appreciate it, my friend. I appreciate it. Yeah. So how you feel about training camp and what you heard so far?
Well, training camp, I'm glad it finally got here. Since I'm a diehard fan, I follow it all the time. And I'm not too crazy about the full court pressure that you guys are talking about.
Okay.
I remember when Rick Pitino used it a long time ago. Almost killed Big Fat doing it. I mean, it was pressure all the time. I mean, it worked. It did some work, but I mean, not all the time. I think it can be used, but sparingly. We can do some other things also. And I think we got a young team. We got a lot of leg under us, and I think the veterans have still got a lot of leg. So maybe it will work. You have to have an open mind. And in regards to Dotson, I was really hoping he was going to be healthy for the start of training camp, but I guess he's not going to be ready. So that's a little downer.
Yeah.
But we have enough people. We have enough people to battle. I think definitely this year we're gonna make the playoffs.
What's good, guys? What's poppin'? How you guys doing?
I think the team is gonna be good, and I really like Julius Randle and his attitude. Really love that. I think we're gonna do good. I think everybody's gonna come in and work. If we can stay healthy, and we can create a culture with the coaching and the players, I think we'll be good to go.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. And I think we got the guys to do it. You know what I mean? So hopefully, this training camp is the start of something, man. Hopefully, it's the start of something. Hey,
yeah.
I appreciate you calling. You know what I'm saying? And I'm probably gonna be doing some things during the day a little bit more. So hopefully you get a chance to call in.
Yeah, I get a notification all the time as soon as you got something coming up. So I always go to it. So like I said, I follow you. And I subscribed to you a long time ago, and I'm always gonna be around listening to you guys. And finally got through on the phone. I'll probably try to get back on later on. And on Monday, I know we have the first preseason game. I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be streaming it. So let's see how the team looks.
Yeah, man. I can't wait for that. I'm excited for that, to see how the team looks. Definitely.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're going to have a program in regards to the first preseason game.
Yeah.
And also on Saturday for the open practice, I'm going to be checking you guys out.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. I'm not going to be at the open practice. A buddy of mine is getting married, so I'm going to be in the wedding, so I won't be at the open practice. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I should be able to. But I'll be doing some live stuff. Just talking about it afterwards at some point. Yeah. But
okay.
All right, man.
Great. Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you, my brother. Have a good one.
All right, you take care.
Peace. All right, folks, and we got some new guys join the chat. We got Davon Nick is there. Mark is in the chat. You know what I mean? Nice little daytime show going on. We're gonna take a listen to RJ Barrett. All right, so I'm gonna ask, Andy, if anybody comes in the chat, make sure that they immediately mute themselves. All right, right now we're gonna take a listen to RJ Barrett and see what RJ Barrett is. We're gonna see what RJ Barrett is talking about. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. You'll be notified anytime I go live, drop a video. If you're on Sportscaster, follow me on Sportscaster. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. All right, so let's take a listen to RJ Barrett. All right, we're gonna listen to RJ Barrett. I'm gonna bring the video over in just a second. And this is his first NBA practice. I'm pretty sure he's excited about that. I know I would be. Let's take a listen. Wait a minute. We're not taking a listen to this one. Let me get to it. Let me get to it, and then we'll take a listen. In the meantime, we'll go back and here we go. We got RJ Barrett up right now.
Getting us in here working hard.
How was the first practice? How was it going to go?
It was great. I mean, Coach Fizz just did a great job of, getting us in here working hard. We worked a lot on defense today, so it was good.
What do you guys want the defensive identity to be?
No, I mean, Coach is just telling us he wants us to be, a great defensive team, and the only way it's going to happen is to just keep working at it every day like we are.
Was there a different level of physicality out there than what you're used to? I know you did summer league, but now you're with vets and everything.
Yeah, got the vets here, big, strong guys. Definitely a different level of physicality, but I'm gonna get used to it. I feel like I'm good. I got a good body.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, because you did that Reddit AMA thing, you got Knicks fans kind of excited when you said the guy you want to dunk on is Kristaps Porzingis. Can you just elaborate a little bit about that? Why KP?
No, I mean, to be honest, I think it's like anybody. Anytime I get an opportunity, I mean, who wouldn't? I think everybody wants to dunk on everybody. So anytime I get an opportunity, I'm gonna try.
Coach was talking about wanting to pick up 94 feet on defense, pressure the ball. Is that something you've done at all levels and you'd be comfortable with? Pressuring?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you saw it last year. We were picking up full court, so I'm kind of used to it. It's a different game now. A lot of veteran guys, a lot of good guys. So just gonna try to figure it out.
Does it feel like a day one too? Because you had the scrimmages with these guys, these guys. Does it feel different? Does it feel like just another day?
It's still practice. A lot of learning now, a lot of teaching going on, and it's great. Especially for me, a young guy, I'm trying to soak up as much as I can.
How were those scrimmages in August and mostly September? I mean, was that important for you to do those scrimmages after summer league?
For sure, it was great. Came in every day, we were working, and for me, my theme this year is learning. So I'm just trying to learn as much as I can, like I keep saying, and just to get used to the guys and used to the physicality, especially right now, is great. So, I feel ready going into the season.
Did you scrimmage against Carmelo?
I think he came and scrimmaged with us once. He was on my team though, so.
How do you look?
He was good. He was good. I mean, this is Carmelo Anthony. Come on.
So I saw a video or something where you were working on a step back three-pointer. Is that something you're trying to put into your repertoire?
Hey, if that shot is there, I'm gonna take it.
What are a couple things you want to work on during training camp?
I don't know. Everything. Defense, offense, shooting, passing. I don't know, guarding bigger guys, everything.
There was one interview, I think you did it at the rookie photo shoot or whatever. You were talking about the importance of being a two-way player. What does it take, for a guy like you, what's it going to take to get to an elite level on both ends of the floor at this level?
Really, right now, I'm working my tail off on the defensive end. I'm just trying to get better there, and that way, Coach always wants a defensive guy on the court, so if I could be that, especially starting out or whatever I could do on both sides, I'm going to do whatever the team needs.
I know like speed and strength of the guys is different, but our concepts basically the same as what we've been dealing with.
It's funny. If you're smart with it and you're smart on how you do things and keep your movements precise, that'll even give you, an advantage or help you keep up even with a stronger or a bigger guy.
Have you? How are you with the NBA three-point line? I know it's obviously a little bit different than what you're used to.
Yeah, it's an adjustment, but I've been working on it since I declared for the draft. So, like anybody, it's an adjustment, but I'll be fine. I'll figure it out.
Coach said that he had a welcome to the NBA moment today. What happened?
I think Dennis threw a lob and Kenny punched it on him. It was just, he was in a bad spot. He was in a bad spot.
All right. I say this about RJ Barrett, folks. He is just elated and happy to be in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He's just excited to be a Knick. He's excited to be in the NBA. And I don't think you can ask much more than that, from a young player, to just be excited to be part of the NBA. You just can't ask any much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's excited to be in the NBA, that means that, he's not going to take it for granted. That's the feeling that I get from RJ Barrett. He's not going to take it for granted. You know that he's going to give you everything that he has every time that he's on the floor. And I think he just has that pedigree. You know what I mean? It makes me feel good to just hear him talk and see how excited he is just to be in the NBA. The overall theme that I'm getting so far from this first practice, and we heard it with RJ Barrett once again, is defense. That's the overall theme. Defense. You know what I'm saying? He said coach wants a defensive guy on the floor all the time. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting right now. An overall theme of defense. Defense, defense, defense. And hopefully this continues throughout training camp and it boils over into the preseason and then into regular season. All right. So let me hear what these guys got to say a little bit. I'm going to come to Mark. Mark, I'm coming to you, my brother. All right. What's good, Mark? I can't hear you, bro. Still can't hear you. I don't know what's going on. Okay, there you go. Nope, still can't hear you. All right, well, let me get to Davon. Hey, Davon, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, son, man? I've been watching you for so long, man. It's just an honor to be up here, man. I'm like humble and a little nervous at the same time, man.
Nothing to be nervous about, man. We just chilling, man. Nothing to be nervous about. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? We doing the things that we got to do. We talking Knicks. Excuse my phone for going off in the background, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all right, brother. It's all right. All right.
But so far, the overall theme from what we've heard from everybody is defense. You know what I'm saying? You feel good about that?
Hold on, guys. What's that again, Sim? I'm sorry.
I said so far, the overall theme that we've heard from everybody is defense, man. You feel good about that?
Well, we got to see it on the court first. It's easy to say what we're gonna do. It's just how it translates on the court.
Right.
So
I agree.
I'm gonna stay optimism. I'm always gonna believe in my team. I believe with the guys that we have, it's a good chance that we definitely gonna play way better defense than we played last year because Mook is definitely not having it. Bobby Portis is definitely not having it, and who gonna try to body up Julius Randle as big as he is? So it's gonna be, it's like in terms of power, like pure mass and strength.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody gonna just bully us. Like I don't think anybody gonna bully us. And be careful how you speak to us too, because between Portis and Mook and Randle and oh man,
we got some guys. We got we got some guys. I feel you there.
Like it's what it is. I'm so New York, and that's just how I'm thinking. Just be careful how you talk to us. Like what I'm saying, especially with the guys that we have. So just be careful.
Yeah, I feel you.
LeBron can't do like he did before with all the flipping bottles.
Right. That's not happening. That's not happening with this crew.
That's not happening this year.
Yeah, that's not happening.
And the Lakers was talking, we're all defensive team and stuff like that. You know, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. All right. Let me get the Mark. Let me see if I can get the Mark. Let me see if Mark got his stuff straight. Mark, what's good, man?
Yo.
Yeah, there you go. You sounding good, man. What's going on?
Not much, man.
All right, man. So the overwhelming theme right now, training camp so far for day one is defense, man. You feel good about it?
I already knew that was going to be the first thing on his menu. I'm telling y'all guys, everything that he took from what he learned from the Miami Heat and Pat Riley, that's what he's coming in to implement. That's all he knows. So I am not one bit too surprised at what Fizdale is capable of. I'm not surprised. It's like, get me the talent.
Yeah, well, he still has to prove that he's capable, though. He still has to prove it.
I think he's capable because he showed it with talented players before he arrived to New York. So, there's nothing surprising about what he can do and how he command players to do what they need to do. Just like when you heard RJ come on the screen, the first thing he said, the coach. That's why what's so great about what's happening right now, I don't want neither one of these players to be the face of the New York Knicks. I want the coach to be the face of the New York Knicks. I don't want none of these players to be face of New York. I want the coach because, again, we don't have great success with players being the face of New York. I'd rather the coach. It's better for that so they could take the heat other than the players. It's better for development and it helps. It saves their game. So I like how everything is going. The coach. Even when you hear from Knox, the way he's speaking is everything that Coach Fizz want him to do. So I am not worried about what Fizz is planning to do with these talented group of players. So none of this comes to a surprise to me.
Okay.
I just love the command that he gets from players. That's all I'm worried about.
All right. I'm going to get to one phone call, and then we're going to listen to Mitch Robinson, folks. All right. Caller, you're on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's popping?
What's popping, Sam? What's popping is World Wide West, Long Island.
What's going on with you, brother? How you feeling?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Just got back from L.A. You know what I mean? There was a little Knicks meetup out there with Knicks Fan TV.
Okay, that's what's up.
Bloggers. It was cool.
That's what's up, man. Hopefully you had a good time out there. That's cool.
Word. But let me get into it though, man. Got a few things to say. As far as like this defensive talk, I mean, we hear this every single year. Don't matter if it's Hornacek, Derek Fisher, whoever the coach is, Mike Woodson. They always say in training camp, we're focusing on defense. We're going to be a defensive team. But realistically, you need defensive players in order to be a defensive team, or you need a really good defensive system, right? Now, I didn't hear Fizz speak about specifics like, we're going to trap in the corner. We're going to play, we're going to deny this or that. I'm not saying that he should give us all his techniques and secrets, or maybe that's to come. He's going to tell us like more what the philosophy of the defense is. You know what I mean? He did mention there was some sort of a defensive system, so I like that. But, if he could elaborate a little bit more as to what the focus of the system was, like, because he has to play to the strengths. So I would say that's funneling the guards to Mitchell Robinson. But the problem with that, a lot of times the guards, they don't play defense. They just let him go by him and just go straight to Mitch, and he'll get in foul trouble. So that's just one thing. And the other thing is, as far as RJ Barrett, man, I honestly have the utmost confidence in this kid. I feel like he has that it factor. Like, he wants to be great. He's determined to be great. And he's going to work hard as hell to do that, to outplay all them players in his league. He wants to go down as probably the best Knick ever. Like, I could see that. He has that determination. And I think that he could work towards being a really, really, really good player. I don't know, I can't say he's going to be the best Knick or even, a Kobe Bryant-like, but he has that. It seems like he has that desire in him, you know what I mean, to be great. And not a lot of players have that desire. They won't even say, like, I want to be the best player ever. Like, only a few players say that, you know what I mean? And that's putting certain pressure on yourself, So that's basically how I feel about that situation, man.
Okay, yeah, and you know what? I don't mind him. Like he said, he wants to be Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind him coming out and saying he wants to be Rookie of the Year. The cookie cutter response to some of those questions about Rookie of the Year and stuff is, I just want to do what's going to be best for the team and all that stuff. He said, he didn't say it in this interview, but he said in the past, he wants to be Rookie of the Year. You know what I mean? He wasn't afraid to say, when they ask who do you want to dunk on, he's Kristaps Porzingis. Yeah, I like that he's not afraid to take those challenges and speak up and say it, because like you said, that means he's got to work to go get it. Once you speak it, now you got to stand up to it and you got to go get it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I like that about him.
Did you see his reaction when the reporter doubled down and asked him, did you you wanted to dunk on? There was no smirk. There was no smile. He wasn't like, hi, yeah. No, he had a dead stone face. Like, yeah, I said that. He had a little, media friendly face expression on his face, but he wasn't joking when he said that. You know what I mean? He's coming out. He's coming at heads this year, man. He's gonna come at vets. He's gonna come at young dudes, and he's gonna play defense, man. And dudes better watch out for him because he got something to prove. He got a chip on the shoulder.
Yeah. And you heard him say it in the interview. He said, Coach Fizdale, coach wants to always have a defensive guy on the floor. So if I can come in and play defense and be one of those guys, then I'm gonna be on the floor. Yeah, people always ask him what he wants to work on, and he always says everything. And back in the summer, he had a great answer to that. He said, back when I was young and people would ask me what I want to work on, I would always say everything, and people would kind of take it with a grain of salt, or whatever the words that he was saying. And he said, but I come into summer league and I can't finish. Finishing used to be one of my greatest strengths. Now I'm in summer league and I can't finish. That's just proof to you that I need to always work on everything. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when it's going to change. So yeah, I think we got the right guy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wanted Zion, but I think we got the right guy.
I think we got the right guy. I mean, I might sound crazy, but all year long I was the RJ Barrett dude. I just didn't like that down the stretch he kind of became tunnel vision. You know what I mean? I like that he wants to take that last shot, but every now and then you got to pass that rock if they collapse on you and they knew he's, you know what I mean? So there's certain aspects, obviously, of his game he has to work on. He's a rookie. But when he masters the game, when he gets a jump shot, when his jump shot becomes reliable and he has confidence in it, I think at that point it's pretty much a wrap because he sees the game. You know what I mean? He could, like these superstars, like Kawhi, like you put the ball in his hands, he's gonna make the right play. He's either gonna score, get to the foul line, or make a pass to the right dude because he has the vision. He can score at all three levels. I think RJ Barrett has that sort of potential. Okay. And I mean, if he could play defense, that's just a plus. If he's a two-way player, that would be crazy because we haven't had a two-way wing in I don't know how long. That's actually a above average offensive player. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you calling in, man. It's middle of the day. I'm sure maybe you're on your ride home from work or whatever it is. I appreciate you listening, though, man.
Yeah, man. I was off today. I was chilling. Just came back.
All right, that's what's up.
I respect what you do, man. You feed the starving Knicks fan, man. So I got a lot of respect for that, man. I love the conversation. All the dudes that are dedicated to the chat too. I like all their perspectives. I don't always agree, but I love their perspectives, and so I'm gonna keep watching and keep calling back.
No doubt. I appreciate it, man. Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
All right, peace. All right, folks. Now let's take a listen to Mitchell Robinson. All right, because Mitchell Robinson, always a funny dude, man. I like Mitchell Robinson. I like Mitch, man. He's a funny guy. He's a lighthearted kind of guy that you need, but he's a hard worker, though. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Mitchell Robinson, speaking on his ability, speaking on shooting jump shots and some other things. Check it out.
Yeah, come on, look at this thing, baby. What's up? Talk to me.
What changes year two?
Huh?
What changes for you year two?
I'm shooting that thing now. You see, we got different vets now, and we just got a little extra work. Getting them up. Getting to, you gotta get something done every day after practice. So, I like that. So we continue to grow.
Do you feel like last year where you relied a lot on athleticism? Are you a smarter defensive player now about?
Oh yeah. Now I'm sliding my feet and not sticking my hand in there to get silly fouls. We just talked about that too, me, coach, and Julie. So, this year should be great. I shouldn't get no much, that many fouls.
Are you willing to give us a few blocks just to be in better position and be like a better team defender, basically? Are Are you willing to give up a few blocks, be in better position, like be a better team defender?
Yeah, I mean, I can give up a few blocks, but I'm still challenge the shot, you know. If I don't get it, by 9 times out of 10, I will alter that shot. So, yeah, I mean, I can give up a few to be a better defensive player.
But I know you were training out in Vegas with the USA team. Was it disappointing that you got injured, weren't able to play over there?
Yeah, it was. I mean, I wanted to play, but, you know, things happen. So, at the same time, I mean, you know, I just got hurt, so couldn't. So, don't worry about that.
How you feeling, by the way? With the knee? How's the knee?
Oh, it's good. I can get out here and run now, so, I mean, I'm straight with my team.
How much more comfortable do you feel now than you did this time last year?
I feel way more comfortable. I got the microphone in my hand, so, I mean, I feel great. I mean, year 2 coming up, and I'm excited.
Do you think you'd be ready to start attempting some threes in preseason games? Do you think you'd be ready to start attempting some threes in preseason games?
Oh, yes, indeed. Yeah, I mean, I worked on them all summer. I work on something you're not going to use, you know. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it.
Have you gotten any kind of a relationship with any of these vets, big guys specifically, when you think could help you out?
Yeah, I mean, you know, as soon as they came in, they was like family already. So, I mean, you know, we was in the locker room, we talked, we joke around. You know, our vibe just getting, you know, where it need to be.
Guys, coming off the 17-win season, you know, you're seen as one of the young guys, as part of this core. Is there any sense of pride for like you and Kevin and the other young guys to leap forward coming off of what happened last year?
Yeah, we just gonna look forward and, you know, try to have a better season. I mean, we just gonna work hard and, you know, even play even harder. That's really all it took. We just gonna play.
Does it matter to you if you come out as a starter this year?
Hmm?
Does it matter if you start this year?
No, not really. I'm gonna be whatever coach need me to do. He need me to come on the bench, so that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, that's our guy, man, Mitchell Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I like Mitchell Robinson, man. Regardless of what you guys think, I really do like Mitchell Robinson. I like everything that Mitchell Robinson does. He's a funny dude. Brings a lot of energy. You can see, the kid is just, he's an energy guy, man. He's just full of energy. You know what I mean? And I like that he said, he's learning to keep his hands low. Oh, I'm sorry. He's learning to not reach, not to put his hands in there so he doesn't pick up silly fouls. The guy asked him, "Are you willing to give up a couple of blocks so that you can stay on the floor?" He said, "Yeah, I'm willing to give up a couple of blocks, but I'm still gonna change the shot." You know what I mean? The guy is, listen, this guy is a sponge. He's learning. Hopefully he can implement it on the floor. I think that he can. You know what I mean? About the jump shot, he was working on his jump shot, working on the three, working on the mid-range, and hopefully he's going to be able to actually work on that in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? Because in training camp, we didn't get a chance to see him actually shoot it in training camp. Right? We didn't get a chance to see him. Not in training camp, in summer league. We didn't get a chance to see him shoot it in summer league. That's something that I want to see. I want to see him be able to. I want to see him preseason. I want to see him catch the ball at the elbow, let it up. Maybe even if he gets an open three, let it up. Is it something that you're gonna do in the season? Maybe not. But preseason is when you're getting your team ready. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see him do it. Now, the one thing that I will say, and maybe I'll break this down in a video. He's got to get his mechanics right if he's going to be a consistent jump shooter. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have really good mechanics shooting the ball, right? And if you look at a video, you'll see it. I am going to break it down, so that we can see it. He's got to get his knees bent a little bit more. He's got to get his feet good shoulder width apart. His feet look like they're a little bit closer together. Maybe if he's right-handed, I believe he's right-handed, maybe his right foot just a little bit more forward than the left foot, so he's got to work on his mechanics a little bit. But the guy's a sponge. You know what I'm saying? It looks like he learns quick. I have no doubt in my mind that he can and will do it. You know what I'm saying? So, big shout out to Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? And let me get to a phone call real quick. Call you on live with Nothing But Knicks. What's poppin'?
Sam, you got a daytime show now?
I'm doing it daytime, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's short, though. I'm keeping it short. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it short. I'm doing it right now, because it's training camp and guys is in practice and stuff like that. So, and I'm testing the waters a little bit. Want to see how many people actually jump on with me live, how much people like me doing it live during the day, stuff like that. So I'm testing it out a little bit, see what's out there.
No doubt. Well, your Black is time. Shout out to the chat. What we talking about right now?
So right now, we just listened to Mitchell Robinson, talking about his working on his jump shot, talking about some of the things he's working on defense. Some of the good things he said is, that the guys, as soon as they came in, some of the vets that came in, they are, they're kind of like family already. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell that he really does respect and look up to these guys as vets, because right from the beginning, he said, the older guys told me, always work on something, do something after practice. You know what I'm saying? He listens and he's sucking it all in, man. He's sucking it all in. If this guy continues, man, he's going to be an all-star. Word up. He continues doing it like this, he's going to be an all-star. Yeah.
Yeah. Him, and all our young guys. RJ Barrett seems to be a sponge as well. So soaking in all the advice, student of the game type.
Mm-hmm.
Always talking about needing to improve. That's one thing I will say, because it's a side note, but I'm a real big Dennis Smith fan. But sometimes Dennis Smith seems to be a little bit more overconfident in a sense where, a Mitch and a Barrett, they coming in and they immediately saying they got to learn. And I want to learn. You know what I mean? Where Smith kind of just talks about what he does well already. I just hope he's still in that sponge mentality and soaking some stuff up as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes he kind of talks almost like he's a vet too. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being there to learn. But I in some ways you got to have that too. You know what I'm saying? You got to have just some of that confidence where you feel like, I'm the man too. You know what I mean?
But in his defense, he's also been people been a lot more down on him, which is when you really got to show that tough skin and keep that confidence. So I will say that as well. These guys are still coming in rookie second year,
right?
So it is a bit of a difference. I'm excited, man. This is looking like a real fresh start. Everybody seems to be saying the right things. I didn't actually hear Fizdale. Did you do a clip on Fizdale or no?
Yeah. We checked out. Yeah, we listened to Fizdale. You know what I'm saying? And, he just he talked about the defense. He talked about he talked about defense. Picking up 94 feet. They've been doing one-on-one full court defensive drills, stuff like that. He talked about. The way the vets have been, working with the rookies and stuff like that. Hey, Tony, give me 1 second. I just want to look at something real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, you see on the screen, and I know you got I know you have a little circle, in the middle of this video right here. But one thing I want to show you is this. We're talking about Mitchell Robinson, and I'm going to do something better breaking this down. Right, but when you look at his mechanics, let's just look at him real quick. One, the first thing that I notice here is he's leaning back. He's leaning back just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? His shoulders are square, but he's leaning back. And then you look at his feet. His feet should be the same width apart as his shoulders. That's how you have good balance and good stability on your shot. You know what I'm saying? And you'd like him to get his knees, a little bit more stable, bent a little bit more so he can get that shot up. Listen, he's a young guy that throughout his whole life, he's been able to use his height and his jumping ability to get by. Now he's in the NBA, he's going to have to work on some other things, some other mechanics and fundamentals. These are some things that I see, on his jump shot that I think he's going to need to work on in order to get better. You know what I mean? But like I said, he's a young guy that I think he can do it. You know what I mean? I think that Mitch is the kind of guy that will, he'll be able to, that's not going to be a problem for him, But I do want to see him use that jump shot in preseason, Tony.
Oh, for sure. I don't know if that video, it looked like he came off a curl. I hope he's not doing that. I hope he's, starting off with like a set shot.
Yeah, I mean, he came off a curl. I think that's just a drill. You know what I'm saying? We do drills like that. When I do drills like that in practice, I do the same thing. No matter who you are, we'll come off screens. You'll come off those things because it's all about footwork and getting your footwork set and having a good timing. To step into your shot and those type of things.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
But
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you in the daytime. I actually wasn't feeling well. I had to take the day off.
Okay.
Just happened to come on and see you. So I'm gonna keep listening in.
All right, man. Well, I'm actually about to head off because I'm about to head to basketball practice with my daughter. But yeah, man. Hopefully you feel better.
I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
All right. Peace, man.
All right.
Peace.
Shout out to the chat. Go back this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining up with me. I'm going to get a last word from the guys that's in the video chat. And then, these guys might stay in the chat and talk a little bit. Then I'm going to head off. I'm going to go ahead and go on to basketball practice with my daughters. We got some workouts. You know what I mean? I'm going to head there. But I'm going to get some last words from everybody. And then we'll make it from there. I'm going to start with Andy. Andy, what's up with you, man?
Well, yeah, Sim. We are debating again in the video chat. Happy that we, heard a few words from the guys. Tomorrow's going to be probably a couple of other guys. So we're going to have, a few more informations. And what? Nothing else, man. They only have a couple of minutes of video, so. No.
Yeah. Not too much more. I'm probably going to jump on again tomorrow, though, and do the same thing tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? As video comes out. If it comes out around this time, I'll jump on. And actually, I won't jump on. I won't jump on during the day tomorrow. I'll be on during the evening tomorrow at 11 o'clock. I have practice at 3 o'clock from 3:30 to 5:30. So I won't be able to jump on tomorrow during the day. But Thursday, I'll be on during the day then, as we're going through training camp.
Yeah, cool. I'm going to be available at this time. Is cool for me, so
yeah,
I'm going to try to hop in.
Okay. All right.
And if someone wants to hop in the video chat, I'm going to be also, in if someone wants to join chat, to chop it up a little bit. So
all right,
just feel free.
Yeah. So you guys hear that? Once I log off the video chat, whereby.com/NBK, it's still going to be up where you guys can just, kind of chop it up and talk a little bit. I won't be there, but these guys will be talking. All right. And, so feel free to jump in. Only about 12 people can get in at one time. So if you're going to get in, you might want to jump in there. All right. Who we got here? Mark. Go ahead, man. Just give us some last words real quick.
I didn't hear what you just said. What you just said?
We're just looking for a couple of last words, man. I'm about to get off. So hit me with some last words. I guess Mark don't have no last words. I guess his last words are silent. Davon Knicks, you want to hit me with some last words, man?
Yeah, man. Thank you, son, for having me on, man. I appreciate you. I wish you luck in your workouts. I wish your daughter best luck in her career. And just thank you for having a platform that I can express, my feelings towards the Knicks. I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you, brother. Have a good one.
You too, man. Have a great one, man. Thank you.
No doubt. Isaiah?
Hey,
some
what's
last
going on,
words,
sir?
man. Him some last words, man. I'm about to head up out of here.
Man, I'm probably going to get fired at work, but it's worth it to come here, man.
Yeah, you probably going to get fired. Don't get fired. You just got this job. Don't get fired. You just got this job,
Hey,
man.
Sim,
Come on
man,
now.
Sim.
I mean,
hold on.
You upgraded. I mean, what's wrong with telling everybody you upgraded, man? You got a promotion. I mean, come on. It's celebrated. You got a promotion. Celebrate it.
Yeah, man. I am a manager, man, so I am appreciative of that. God is good, man. So,
yeah, I'm saying just don't lose that management job, bro.
I got you, man. Hey, man, I got you, man. I already took my I actually got to talk to you personally, but I'm gonna text you later.
All right.
But Man, I'm glad the first day was defense though. On a serious note, I'm glad the first day was defense. And I want to listen, man. I think last year I felt like we all harped on it a lot about how Fizdale just said a lot of things and then fall through with them. I want to keep the same energy this year, man. I want to keep this hungry underdog mentality for the team. Let's keep this defense first. And shout out to my man Devon, a new guy coming into the chat. I love when new people, and my boy Ross Canary. He look like a bigger Fetty Wap, but that's cool though. What's up?
Come on, man.
But I appreciate new people coming on, man. It feels good, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to y'all too, man. Shout out to Mark and Andy. Shout out to you, Sam. And you coming on tonight, or you done for the day?
I'm done for the day. Unless something crazy happens, I'm done for the day.
Oh, word. But yeah, man, I'm definitely. But shout out to everybody in chat, man. Let's keep
All right,
going.
man.
Can't wait for preseason.
No doubt. Peace. And Ross?
Well, shout out to the guys too. Devon, welcome to the chat. Isaiah, he called me a diabetic Fetty Wap. I'm just glad. I'm just glad the season is coming. Just like it's on October 7th, we get to see the team as a whole. Defensive. That's something that I'm willing to just go for. I'm not looking for the 3-point shot. I'm just trying to win games. So I want people when they come to the Knicks. I guess one of the guys mentioned it. I don't want LeBron throwing the bottle and make this is not they come here like this their concert. It's our concert. It's our team.
I feel you.
If you're gonna win a game, you know that you're gonna go out with some bruises. That's the feeling that I'm getting from the whole Fizdale with everybody. I mean, the thing about it right now is it's not about a player right now. It's about the coach. So right now we gotta back up our coach, and as long as the coach is doing good, the whole team is doing good. So Knicks family, I love y'all. Sam, I love you. And Mark, keep on with the ranch.
All right, man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I don't know. I can get used to this daytime thing for real, but I got a lot of clients I got to meet during the day, so I couldn't do something consistently, but I can get used to this daytime thing. Anyway, I apologize for the couple minutes of silence that we had throughout. I may edit it up and put up an edited video later on so that, I can cut that out of there. But it was a good show nonetheless. I appreciate you guys for jumping on with me. You know what I mean? And I'll be on tomorrow night at 11. Unless something happens during the day crazy, then, I'll jump on and talk about that. But I'll be on tomorrow night at 11. Thursday night, I'll probably be on during the day on Thursday to give another training camp update. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a good one. Have a good rest of your evening. Enjoy yourself. Go home, rest. Be ready for work the next day. I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
That's the G.